Welcome, Capricorn. This is your weekly focus for January the 28th through to February the 3rd, 2019. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Let's turn to the cards, see what they have to say about this extreme energy that we have been walking through since the beginning of the year. My goodness. Look at this. Two of Swords. Ooh, decisions to be made. It's going to take courage. There's a lot of emotion attached to this. You're not going to find the answers on the outside. You're only going to find them within. So, Knight of Pentacles. Oh, it's, here you are. You're going forward in your abundance. Knight of Pentacles. You are not dressed in armor. You don't even have a weapon. You're not even leading that horse. You know that the horse is going to take you where it needs to go. So this is about having that natural patience with divine timing, that you know that you are moving forward. You feel it. You experience it. The Hermit. The Hermit is about the plan. I don't have to tell most Capricorns about the plan because you're always strategizing. You're always putting things together in its proper place and making sure that the steps that are in place are actually going to lead to the goal, to the dream. The Hermit is here to ask you to just back it up and think it through. What do you want as the end result? What are you agreeing to? What are you disagreeing to? What are you trying to control that's out of your control? What aren't you controlling that you do have control over? How can you use those energies to your benefit? Work, career. Look at this. The Death card comes out. It's about stepping into your passions. It's about stepping into your dreams. It's about letting your inner child out to express yourself, self-expression, creativity. Allow a little of curiosity to come into your life. Feel the freedom. Feel the liberation. So you're really transforming in your belief system of what you are capable of and your passions. And allowing that to come out through some sort of self-expression. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you bake the best cookies in the town. Maybe you build a house like nobody else. Maybe you are great at redecorating, and maybe you're putting in a flare or something. It's about maybe making your outside surroundings to match that feeling of vitality that I think that you are feeling this week. There's a strength about you this week, that's for sure, with these cards. Ten of Pentacles. This is the Yes card. This is about harmony within the relationships, seeing eye to eye, working towards common goals. The belief in each other, the unconditional love you have for your partners, your friends, your soulmate, your children, your parents, yourself. It starts with you. If you don't think that you are deserving of the greatest love on earth, chances are you will not have the greatest love on earth. Because your relationship is just a true reflection of you. And we have the King of Swords. Be a little careful with this energy, okay? You might get too controlling. You might not want to give an inch, compromise in any way. Now, him being the end card, that might be a good thing for you. But we don't want to burn bridges. We don't want to step on toes. We don't want to ruffle feathers if we don't have to. But you might have to. You might have to say, you know what, this is the way I see it going forward. I've worked it out. I've researched it. I've studied it. And this is the way I'm going forward. It crosses over the Knight of Pentacles here. So there's this confidence about you. And there's also this warrior, this inner warrior coming out about you of the way things need to be going forward. And so you might end up meeting resistance, absolutely, with these cards too, especially the king down here, the King of Swords, because he's got it firmly planted in his mind that this is the way forward and the only way forward, and he doesn't give any ground. And so you might find yourself not willing to give any ground, which makes it a lot more difficult because people want compromise, right? When they're trying to negotiate things with you, whether it's a family member wanting a certain thing a certain way within the home or within the family environment and what you see. And so it's about the give and take. And I don't think there's a lot of give here with you this week. I think you're standing very strong and firm, which is why I understand the Hermit and the Death card coming together here. Because the Hermit is like, do you want to win the battle or the war? What is the true goal? Because that's when you start to find that balance. That's when you start to tap into that inner harmony. That's when the inner child comes out and the self-expression and the creativity start, and you feel like you are walking on clouds. You feel that liberation, you feel that freedom, and you feel that transformation happening in your life. Pentacles, swords, swords, pentacles. It's a lot about your abundance going forward. Now, abundance for you might be, it very well could be, with the Ten of Pentacles here. It could be more about your very close relationships. And really, stepping up to the plate and knowing that any successful relationship takes hard work, sensible approaches most times. I see sensible here, at least for you. And, I think one of the hardest things that you're going to face this week is knowing your limitations and still remaining optimistic that what you have in your toolbox will work in order to keep you moving forward. There's a sense of control here, where you want to control every aspect. There is a give and take in the real world. So sometimes we have to align ourselves to maybe the same end result, but a different way of going forward in order to obtaining it. So that takes planning. We could be looking for something just very new and magical coming in here. I see your decision making as being very excellent this week. And just be careful not to narrow your outlook on where you want to go, of what you want to transform in your life, of where you want transformation in your life. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.